You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. Win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. 'Cause I'm the winner, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. It's Friday the 17th of February. This is the Zwift Run channel. My name is Clive Finnimore and this is the ZLDR Recovery Hour. Fire up them treadmills. Nice and steady tonight, I think. 10 kilometers per hour. Especially after last night's shenanigans in the Bag That Badge series, where I thought it was going to be a nice steady 10 kilometers per hour and it ended up being running marathon pace for 7 kilometers. So that was a bit of a shock. So here we go, 20 seconds to go. Let's bang up that speed. I'm not quite sure, I haven't really decided yet either whether I'm going to run 10k or 5k tonight. I'm on target for my weekly goal. I'm currently 30k left to go before Sunday. I'm going outside tomorrow for about 20 to 25k, so this is a nice little top up. Oh, I haven't started the watch. There we go. Start your watches, everyone. Remember your heart rate monitors. And here we go. Yoko in the live feed on the Zwift Run channel. Hello, hello Clive. You are always fine, so good. See you from next week. Good evening, Yoko. Yes, looking forward to having you back with us, Yoko, next week. Here we are, so a nice steady run. for an hour at your chosen pace. Looks like we will be running with the Beacon tonight, who is also running around 10 kilometers per hour. Jarrett is leading tonight. So let's get into pace here, nice and steady. Try and control the breathing. Shake those legs out after last night. So last night we did a fastest session for a period of time, and the night before we did the Paris Marathon training, which was insane. So it's been a couple of fast nights. It's time to slow it down a bit, I think. Hello Leafeon, how the devil are you? Good evening, long time no see. So there's a nice bunch of runners here tonight, quite a few actually. I didn't see the starting number, but I'm guessing there must be at least 50 here. Lots of ZLDR yellow shirts running about. Better drop some ride-ons, don't we, before everyone runs off. So if we go to the map, we can hit the little circle in the middle, drop block ride-ons. Good evening, Heather. Heather says, hello Yoko and hello Clive. Heather's also in the run with us tonight. Heather is taking it a little bit steadier than me, 9 kilometers per hour. It's all good. This is about running for an hour at your own chosen pace. Yoko says she misses Zwift very much. Hello to you too, Heather. Yes, it's like that, isn't it, Yoko? When you're on it so much, it becomes a part of your life. And then when you go on holiday, or you're working away, or you go away for the weekend, you do miss it. I'm sure Heather did last weekend. When she went away, she kept nipping in the Zwift Run channel to say hello. Heather's agreed. She said it'd be good to see you back again, Yoko. Come on, Yoko. We're all looking forward to your return next week. Come back to your Zwift family. Yeah, so hopefully, I will nip out tomorrow morning for a coast path run. It all depends what's going on when I open them curtains in the morning. If it's raining, I might accidentally fall back into bed and go to sleep. If it's looking nice, I'll throw on my hydration vest, chuck on my trainers, and do a 25k out and back. But we'll see what happens in the morning. It's very easy to say the night before, isn't it, when you're feeling alright? But when you wake up the next day, it's hard to drag yourself out. It's all in the mind then, that's the mental training. Get out there. Get your shoes on and get out there. That's why Zwift and the treadmill is so much more convenient, isn't it? It's less effort to get on it and get back home again. When you're going outside, especially if it's raining or it's cold, you've got to kit all up, get out there, supper, then come home, and then you've got all your shoes to wash and have a shower. Oh, I'm just a lazy bugger. Anthony Anderson is in the house. Good evening, Anthony Anderson. Anthony says, evening, Clive, Heather and Yopo. Nice to have you on board, buddy. Lepion says, today the GPS was acting up on the last kilometre, so the walk was 200 to 300 nautical metres shorter than normally. I know that feeling, Lepion. I've had it when I run a 5k PB. I stopped the watch 1 metre short of 5k. So Garmin, Strava did not record it as a 5k PB because it was 4.99 kilometres. How gutting was that? Oh, we've just clocked over 1 kilometre here tonight. 6 minutes 50 seconds done. Climate check. 11.1 degrees centigrade. 92% humidity here in the Cornish Zwift garage tonight. Heart rate 123, cadence 172. On the weekend, on Zwift, on the Zwift Run channel, hopefully on the Zwift Run channel, if they can get it sorted, we'll have Marcus Holmes and Sarah Jacobson leading the Paris training long run session tomorrow at 6 PM UK time. I believe it's about 90 minutes now. So if you fancy a steady run, join them tomorrow night at 6 PM UK time for the Paris Marathon training session. You don't have to run for 90 minutes. You can join for 5k or 30 minutes or 10k, entirely up to you. Any pace you like. But come along, support them. It's their first time leading, and hopefully, if Stephen can set it up, live streaming to the Zwift Run channel. I will most definitely pop in to the live stream if it's on. Not sure about actually running tomorrow night so if I run 25k in the morning, I probably won't be there tomorrow night. If I don't get out tomorrow morning, I will be there tomorrow night. However, I might not be. As Heather knows, there is no chance for a crafty run tomorrow evening, as we've currently got guests, we've got family staying. And tomorrow night we're having a family meal at around 6-7 o'clock. So it is like treading on eggshells when I mentioned running tomorrow evening, so I have to play it sensible. I might just have to sneak off to the toilet, pop into the live feed and say good evening. But I doubt I'll be able to go away and run for 2 hours when we've got friends staying over or family staying over. That's why I've got to get out early in the morning, before anyone gets up. Oh. Nice and steady tonight. No excitement, please. Let's bang out these miles. Get the weekly goal up. I think I was currently on 69.5 for this. So if we do 10k tonight, that'd be 79.5. And if we do 25k in the morning, that'll put us at 105 for the week, which qualifies me to have a rest day on Sunday. That is my reward. if I can get the 100k in before Sunday, I get a day off. If I can't get the 100k in before the Sunday, I have to punish myself and do whatever distance is outstanding on Sunday before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because then I've got to cook the roast dinner. Heather says best of luck with that, Clive. I presume she means the run in the morning or the crafty run tomorrow night, because I would need luck for that, because I'd probably get battered if I do attend for 2 hours. I might be able to sneak out for a little bit, but I don't think my wife would be impressed if I disappeared for 2 hours on a family meal night. Bye bye Yoko. Yoko says bye bye all. Run outside from now. So Yoko's currently away from the treadmill. She'll be back with us next week, and she's now going outside to run outside to get her daily run in. There's that word again, consistency. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yoko says thank you, Heather. Heather says bye Yoko. Enjoy your run. And remember, sometimes, even if you don't enjoy it, you have to get it done. Because you know once you've done it and you're finished, you'll be better, you'll feel better for it, you'll be glad you did it. Nice one. Heather says Sebastian, her husband, is going to run on the treadmill after Heather's session. Now he's going to follow the Bag That Badge video, which is what we did last night, and where we usually run that one as a steady run. Last night we decided to start at 9 kilometers per hour, go up 1 kilometer per hour per kilometer. So when we hit 5, we were going to be running at marathon pace. So Stephen and Marcus were running at, I think it was 14.2 kilometers. I'm not quite as speedy as them two, so I kept it at 13 kilometers per hour, and we ran that for 7 kilometers, and then we gently eased it back down again at the end. It was one of those unplanned ones. I thought it was going to be a nice steady 10 kilometers per hour all the way through, but no, not last night. But once again, when we finished, I was glad I did it. When it was suggested at the beginning, I thought, oh no. But at the end, I was like, yes! Another good workout behind me. Heather said he's going to try and do his marathon pace at the same time as we did last night. What's Sebastian's marathon pace then, Heather? Is he as speedy as Marcus and Stephen? Or is he more around my sort of 13 kilometers per hour? Leacon's just wondering why his GPS likes to bury him underground 168 metres. 168 metres below sea level. Had to use a submarine today then, Leafon. Yellow submarine. Stay on track. Two and a half kilometres done here tonight on the ZLDR Recovery Hour. Another 20 XP in the bag. It doesn't matter. You run your own race. Run your own race, run your own pace. Don't try and keep with other people and burn out early. I found last night I was just right on the edge of having to breathe too much. So I wasn't going all out, but I was running right on that line of feeling like you're starting to work a bit too hard, but not quite. So I was running to feel last night. So when I got to 13 kilometers per hour, I felt last night that was enough. I was working hard, but not too hard, and that's what I stuck with. If I'd gone up to 14.2, same as Stephen and Marcus, I would have been, heart rate would have been sky high. So yes, go by heart rate. Last night, Heather, we were all trying to keep our heart rate when we were at marathon pace in the 150 area. So I was mainly running, once we were into it, I was running at about 160, 159, 158. I think Stephen was about 154, 155. Because we were trying to keep it in zone 3. Top end of zone 3, just touching zone 4, but not quite. So if you, when Sebastian's following the video from last night, if he watches Stephen's heart rate, he'll see it sat in the 150s. If we were running a hard 5k or 10k, our heart rates would have been up in zone 4. So zone 4 touching zone 5. But last night was about top of zone 3 touching 4. Nice camera angle, isn't it? Look at those charming looking seagulls sat there with no eyes. Eyeless seagulls. No wonder they're all sat around. They take off, they crash. Can't see anything. Zwift forgot to draw the eyes on the seagulls. Poor seagulls. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, Jeff. Here we are. 3 kilometers done. 42 minutes left to run. Nice and steady. Nicely in the green at the moment. Zone 2. So was anyone up to anything nice this weekend, or was it just a normal weekend? I've got family over, so it's a little bit different to normal. Tomorrow morning, outdoor running. Tomorrow evening, family meal. Sunday, roast dinner. Family meal on Sunday afternoon. And hopefully, I might have a crafty run time. And I shouldn't really do it because it's Sunday and I awarded myself a rest day on Sunday. I might do an early morning Sunday Zwift Academy run 4, but we'll decide on the morning. I'm a bit like that on the weekend. I leave it to how I feel. Like we always say, listen to the body. If I wake up and I feel good, I'll go out. If I wake up and I feel pants, I'll stay in bed a bit longer. Leafeon wasn't swimming in the sea, he was digging underground. Going underground. So check your form. Check your form if you aren't at this nice steady pace. Is a good time to practice form checks. Standing tall, relax your shoulders, slightly engage your hips, breathe nice and steady. But when you're running fast, you forget all that and you end up like a crumpled up ball, struggling for air. So try and muscle memory your body into running like it when you can think about it.
You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started. So
Heather's going to have a tidying up weekend. Heather's going to be doing a bit of tidying up of the house and the garage and a tip run. That's what I always try to do, Heather. Instead of having it all to do in one go, you try and do a little bit at a time. And if you do it in a little bit at a time, you can sneak it out with a normal rubbish collection. Unless, of course, you're throwing away old broken televisions and tables and chairs, because you can't very well put them in a black bin bag and put them out with the weekly collection. But if I can sneak it in, if I can break it up and hide it in a normal bin bag, I will. I've actually cleared a little bit of space out in the junk room next door here in recent weeks, hoping that we will move house. We've started doing a little bit, not too much yet, but we started doing a little bit, you know, just sorting out the old junk drawer or a rubbish drawer, if you've got one of them in your house in the kitchen or hallway, where all the odds and bits and pieces that we never use again get thrown in, and over the years stop the drawer from opening. So when you do want to open and look in the drawer, it's jammed. So we have been clearing out them types of areas in recent weeks, especially my office drawer that always ends up a scrap metal drawer with all sorts of bits and pieces in it. What? Forgive me if I'm being stupid, Leafeon, but what is FTP? Sorry, FTP heart rate be sufficiently lower than max heart rate. I expect when you say what it is, I'll think, oh, I knew that. My current max heart rate set in Zwift, and what I believe it to be true at the moment, is 185, which is what I've set it to in Zwift. And then what Zwift does is it sets up your heart rate zones depending on your max heart rate. And then when you run a hard 5k on Zwift, it works out your effort levels and tries to align that with your interval sessions on Zwift. So when you run an interval session on Zwift, it's worked out to your supposed ability as according to Zwift, which I think is pretty, most of the time it's pretty correct. But then occasionally, like Paris Marathon training on Wednesday night, it was bloody crazy. I had to drop it down to 95%. However, Sebastian was able to put it up to 105%. So he's either got fitter or he needs to run another fast 5k on Zwift to calibrate it all. Yeah, ever since the last time she moved, it was from a flat into a house, so it wasn't too bad, not too much stuff to bring in. This time she's moving from a house with a garage. So yes, if you've got a garage, who actually keeps their car in the garage? Please let us know in the comments. Most garages I see these days, including my own, well, my garage, this garage, is half Zwift pain cave and half supposed to be a workshop, but it is the tipping zone for the house. Everything gets thrown in there. Sometimes you open the door and it all falls on you. Yes, if I do move, Heather, I've got 2 houses to move out of, because the mother-in-law is coming with us, and she lives in her own house, which she's lived in for 20 odd years, and we've lived in our house for 20 odd years. So as you can imagine, loft or roof spaces are absolutely rammed. And before we lived in our house that we live in now, Lucy, my wife's parents, lived there. So there's 40 years worth of stuff up in the loft. There's even old typewriters up there, and them old-fashioned wooden boxes called tea chests, absolutely rammed with clothes from 30 years ago. So there's a lot of clearing up to do. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. Well done, Lars. Lars is done at 5k, I think, in-game chat. Good work. That's what these runs are about. They're not races. You're not trying to outdo anyone. You come along, you run with a group of people and have a chat. Run your own comfortable pace. And it's so much more comfortable, isn't it? Especially this time of night. Running in your little workshop or your garage, or your conservatory, under the stairs, wherever you are at the moment, then going out into the cold, dark, wet, into the real world where scary cars are. Time for a drink? Well, that was nice. A newish water bottle that's been sat in here with water in it for about 3 days. Very plasticky. Threshold power. I'm not familiar with that, Leafeon. I don't run with power. I have looked at it occasionally. I know a lot of cyclists cycle with power and use power as a good measurement to how they're performing. But I really, if I'm honest, outside, when I'm running outside, I just run to feel. I run to feel. I sort of got used to how I should feel at certain distances. So obviously if I'm running a long distance, I'm disciplined, I keep it slow, at comfortable talking pace, you know. And if I'm running fast, if I'm running a 5k, I'm running so I can just about find my breath. No chance can I talk when I'm running a 5k pace. When I'm outside, I don't run to heart rate, but I do use it on Zwift because we all wear the heart rate monitors and it's up in front of us on the screen. It's nice to see how you progress over time. But outside, it's to feel. You sort of get used to what you should be running at certain distances. Obviously, if you're doing a park run, you're going out a bit harder. If you're running 100 metres, you'd go like hell so you can't breathe, because you know it's going to be all over very quickly. Sounds very interesting, Leafeon. If that works for you and you understand it well, and it's how you judge your own ability. Nice one, buddy. Use it. I tend to run to feel. Yes. Is that what you're talking about? Moving house, Heather? Use the ultra run. Break it down a bit at a time. Yes, I say that to my wife. I use that at work. When I've got a lot of work on, I've got a lot of reports to write or emails to reply to or telephone calls to return. Just think about one thing at a time. Make a list, break it down, and tick them off one at a time. If you think about it all in one go, it's too much. It can overwhelm you. It's a bit like when you're at the start line of a 100, you're not thinking to yourself, I'm running 100 miles today. You think about, well, the first part is in the daylight, so it's always going to be a daylight and night time in the daylight. You know the first third, or the first 30 odd miles, you should feel relatively okay. Not fantastic, but relatively okay. And then when you get to the middle bit, it's about grinning and bearing it and just moving forwards, one foot in front of the other. Keep going, keep going. And then before you know it, you get to the last aid station, you're on to the last section, and you focus on the finish. One bit at a time. So I see what you mean. If I'm moving house, the loft will be a job in itself. And even the loft will have to be broken down into old clothes, boxes, random junk, tip runs, stick it on Facebook Marketplace, free to a good home, you know. We sometimes do that. You got a load of stuff at the kids' room, sunny day, stick it out on your drive, put a cardboard sign there saying free to a good home. It soon goes, and it saves a trip to the tip. Good evening, Esco Star. Esco Star is asking me how tall I am. 180 centimetres. 180 centimetres. 1.8 metres. No idea what that is in feet. Or inches. Sorry, Leafeon, I don't know, but I know somebody who does. Mr. Stephen Cousins probably does. No, I don't know, because I don't work with it myself. I wouldn't know. So what Leafeon's saying, heart rate at 1 hour, all out, be significantly lower than max one. I couldn't run 1 hour, all out. I think I can only run for about 5k all out, and my heart rate would be at about 185, and then that would be it. Sick at the finish line. Pass me a bucket. That is a lot of bikes. What is that all about? All I can say, Leafon, is this feels much comfortabler than last night. We have a heart rate of 127, 126. Last night we were running at 155 to 160. And that was like me running. I would say that pace last night, 13 kilometers per hour, heart rate of 160 to 165, is all I could probably run that for an hour. But I wouldn't be running at 185 for an hour. I'm a bit like Forrest Gump. I run to feel, and I just keep running. No ideas why. One foot in front of the other. Just keep running. I'm running, I don't really think about it too technically. Running for me is an escape from everyday life. When I'm running outside or on the treadmill, it just takes your mind off day-to-day work and stress or anything that's bothering you. It can get you out of it, put you into a nice little bubble for 30 minutes or an hour, however long you're out for, and deal with all the other normal stuff when you get home. It's an escape, running for me. So when people ask me if I want to run a fast marathon, it's never really crossed my mind, because running for me is enjoyable and an escape. I don't really enjoy it as much. Fast running I don't really enjoy too much. I know some people, and I run with people at Run Club, really enjoy fast running, shorter distances. They talk to me about ultra running and they say to me they find it boring. They don't know why we do it. They prefer the shorter stuff at a faster pace, where I prefer the longer stuff at a lower pace. We're all different, aren't we? I don't think I like the feeling of gasping for breath, high heart rate, sweating to death. I don't like all that. I want to go and sit on a beach and have a sandwich. Say Leap Beyond's a fast runner. Some runners are fast, some are steady and long. Fast and short or steady and long? I'm a steady and long. Yeah, Heather's got a new pair of trainers on tonight. What a difference in cushioning, she says. She exclaimed. I didn't realise my old ones were that bad. Well, tonight I've actually got my New Balance 1080s on, which I've been using on the treadmill for about 2 years, and they've run over 4,000 kilometres now, and they probably are really battered and flat. So when we do the Paris Marathon training sessions or interval sessions, I tend to put on one of my outdoor running road shoes behind me, which is there's a pair of Nike Next Percents back there, and they have probably done a couple hundred miles in them, but they feel so much better than these ones I've got on. So I can totally relate to that, Heather. When you're running on like older shoes and then you put on a nice spongy pair, you feel like you're bouncing along the road. And it's also better for your knees and joints, more cushioning. That's my main, as I mainly do trail running, obviously the main things I'm after is tread, good grip, and plenty of cushioning. Good evening, Tina Beard. Tina Beard likes cushioned trainers. She's a Hoka fan. She likes springs on her feet. Tina says, hello everyone, late to the party tonight. Nice and steady tonight, Tina. Not too much effort, especially after last night's shenanigans. Joined last night for a nice steady run, and what did we do? 7 kilometres at marathon pace. Heather says, hello Tina, excited for tomorrow. Heather's looking forward to seeing the Film MyRun video when it comes out. If you didn't know already, Stephen and Victoria Cousins are currently travelling down to Somerset, and they are running the Bridport Park Run tomorrow with Tina Beard. Tina's not met Victoria or Stephen before, so even though they've known each other for many years, like we all have here on Zwift, we all seem to like know each other as if we've been best mates for years, and when we see each other in real life, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Because it's like, that person really exists. They're not just a person online. They're not just a Zwift avatar. So I'm sure Tina's going to have a fantastic day tomorrow. Really good. And like Heather, we're looking forward to seeing the photographs and the Film MyRun video. But beware, Miss Tina Beard, Mr. Cousins may sing to you on the way round. Oh no. There's a detour in Somerset. There's only one road in and out of Bridport. Apparently tomorrow the road is closed. So Tina has to find a way across the countryside to get to Bridport tomorrow. I do as well, Tina. Tina, I've actually got now, and it's completely by accident, probably 6 pairs of Hokas now. 6, 7. There's a pair of Clifton 8s behind me, which I use outdoors and on the treadmill on the road. There is a pair of, oh my god, I can't even remember what they're called. Another pair of road Hokas in the house, which I picked up on eBay. Only worn once in a house, which I use outdoors. And then I've got the rest of them are all trail running shoes. One pair are retired, which I use for normal use. And then I've got a pair of Speedgoat 3s, which I use for training runs outside. Speedgoat 4s, Speedgoat 5s, and a second pair of Speedgoat 5s. So the 2 Speedgoat 5s are for outdoor events and race day. And 3s and 4s I use for training runs. I always like to have 2 pairs of shoes, both for road and trails, so if you go out 2 consecutive days and you get wet feet, you can put dry shoes on the next day. Yeah, Heather says we are looking forward to Heather's and Tina's 250 park run vest, which she picked up recently. Waiting to show Mr. C how it's done. Oh, in-game chat, someone's asking me if I've got any ultras this year. I currently have signed up Lakeland 100, Mud Cruise and Plague, one week after Lakeland. And another local one called the Ricochet. $58 miles. Boy to Padstow, then back to Boy. That's all for now. Until something interesting comes along. That's That's alright, Leafeon. We'll have to come to you one day. Tina, you don't like travelling too much, do you, Tina? I'm exactly the same, Tina. I do find it a big effort to go anywhere. And that's why, if a trip away involves a run, it's more appealing. So I always tell the wife, you fancy going away on this weekend? But usually it has a run involved, i.e. Paris Marathon last year, Ben Nevis to Scotland, Snowdonia to Wales. They were all runs, which the wife thought were weekends away. Fancy a romantic weekend in Paris? Oh, you're so romantic. I'm running a marathon on Sunday. But I'm not the greatest fan of travelling. I hate driving for 12 hours. I don't like sitting on a plane or waiting in airports. I just want to be at home on my treadmill. It's alright when you get there and you do the run, but I don't like all the travelling bits in between. I wouldn't mind if I had a camper van and I could break it up into a road trip and sleep now and again, but when it's long travelling times, it's quite hard going, isn't it? I'm sure Tina would agree with me. We are approaching 8 kilometres here on the Friday ZLDR Recovery Hour session. 8 kilometres done, 2 to go, 12 minutes left. There you go, Tina. I'm exactly the same, Tina. I really don't like being away from home. I don't like it. But if there's a run involved, I can persuade myself to go. But I really don't like the bits in between. The wife quite often says to me, do you fancy go? No, I just want to be at home. I want to be at home on my treadmill in the garage, out in the garden cutting down the hedge, you know. I'm a home comforts person. That's why the treadmill was awesome, because you could stay at home and run. Is the Lakeland 100, you see, I'm not sure. Does the Lakeland 100 actually go up Scaffold Pike, or whatever it's called? I don't know. But if I went to do the Lakeland 100 and Scaffold Pike was nearby, I would have to walk up there the day before or the day after. Just to say I have. I've done Ben Nevis, I've done Snowdon. I've even got the badges. I sent Mr. C the link to the Ordnance Survey website where they sell all the patch badges. You might like this, Heather. They sell the patch badges for all the different peaks and stuff. So currently on my running jacket, or you can put it on your running pack or on your hat or on a suitcase. I'm a bit of a patch badge collector. I'm a bit sad like that. So on my jacket I've got Ben Nevis at the top, and on it it's got Ben Nevis, and then it's got height in elevation on it as well, and then underneath I've got a Snowdon one, little round patch badges. I'm sure you would like one of them, Heather. I'll have to send you the link messenger. Mr. C just laughed at me, but I always think if you've been to the top of the highest peaks, you're a bit proud of yourself, aren't you? It's an achievement. So you can get your Scouts badge and stick it on your shoulder. I'll send you the link, Heather. They're £5, but it's not like when you do an outdoor run event or a walk and you get a t-shirt, which you wear for a few years and then it gets lost. It's something you can wear on your bag or on your coat or on your jumper. and it'll probably be with you for the rest of your life, because if your coat gets knackered you can take it off and stick it on your new one. Let's see if I can do it now. I sent it to Mr. C, so if I go in here, there he is, Stephen Cousins. Copy, and then we go to Heather. Where are you, Heather? Well, I got the top, type your name in, it should pop up then.
Center of attention, they all want some. I'm like fire, hot as the sun. The dance floor is burning, call 911.
There you go, you're called Man He, aren't you? I was typing in Heather, I didn't know what was going on about.
Hands on my body, I'm loving the heat, but it won't come easy, nothing's for free.
There we go, Heather, sent it to you in a post. It pops up when you click the link, it comes up with the Ben Nevis badge, and on there it's got the elevations in metres and feet. It's got the Scottish flag on there. I've got the Scotland and the Welsh one at the moment. I still need to do the English one. Put YouTube back on so I can hear what's going on. There's loads of patch badges on there. Probably for all. When I used to be in the Navy, obviously we were travelling around the world, I used to collect each country's national flag patch, and I used to sew them on my rucksack. And when I left the Navy, I was into motorbikes for a while, so I sewn them all on the back of my you'll laugh at me now, my denim cut-off motorcycling waistcoat. And I've sewn them all on that. So I've still got them all. I don't wear that anymore. I've sold my bikes. I've moved on from motorbikes to running. So now they're all still on there. So if I see a patch badge or a run, I was talking to someone about the Arc of Attrition. I was saying, just buy a bunch of Arc of Attrition or make up a load of Arc of Attrition patch badges, saying the distance and the elevation, Cornwall, Arc of Attrition. I would definitely buy one or two for my bag and my jacket. I'm sure a lot of people would. You end up with too many running t-shirts, don't you? And medals and stuff. It'd be nice to have a patch badge. Do you like it, Heather? It's a nice badge, isn't it? I've got 2 of them. And if you look through their the audience survey site, they've got like one for when you've done all 3 peaks, the 3 peak badge and stuff like that. We've just gone over 9 kilometres here. 5.5 minutes left to run. Just over 800 metres. Tina loves a patch badge as well. You've got them for life, haven't you, patch badges? That's what I like about them. Where a t-shirt gets old. Yes, Heather, I did think about that. Zwift should make up patch badges, you see. Then we can brand our own kit. We can buy a decent running top, sew it on the arm, or on the back, or on the front. It's nice to put one on the back of my hydration pack. I've got two. I've got a blue hydration pack, which I've got a little Union Jack on the back of, which I've sewn on there. And then on the back of my black hydration pack, I've got one of those stealthy looking United Kingdom black and white badges. It's just nice to customise your little hydration pack sometimes, because I think so many people have the same pack. If you've got a little badge on there and you take it off and put it down in an aid station or at the start or finish line, at least you know which one is yours at a glance, because you can have a little patch badge on the back. I was thinking of sewing on the Snowden and the Ben Nevis ones on there, but I put them on my jacket instead because I wear that every day. Lee John says, when you like to run but get sore, then can't put myself back out on the road when soreness is gone. It's a motivation. I know what you're on about. It's frustrating when you can't go out running because you've got pain or something. But then when you get better, you've got to kick yourself up the ass, have a word with yourself, get your shoes on and get out the door and get motivated. Motivation is about making yourself do it, trying to feel good about it, being inspired by other people. Heather said, who knew needlework and patch badges were so popular? Yes, Heather, the patch badges you get from the Ordnance Survey people are actually iron-on ones, but I don't trust that, so I usually iron them on briefly to hold them in place, and then I stitch them into place as well, because those iron-on things aren't that good, are they? But it's nice to hold it in place when you put the stitches through. Oh no! Tina gave away her old hydration vest to somebody and forgot to remove her Stonehenge Stomp patch badge. See, Heather and Tina, you're just like us. We all love our patch badges. Stephen laughed at me when we talked about them, you know. But you can't beat a good patch badge, can you? I'm gutted, Tina. I would be gutted if I'd done something like that, because, like now, it pops into your mind from time to time. I used to have one of them. That's alright, Heather. It helps it pass, doesn't it? Knowing there's other people out there running as well and chatting away. I know I chat a lot of random rubbish sometimes. But help the time go by. So, here we are then. Approaching 10 kilometres done for this Friday ZLDR Recovery Hour. Well done everyone, good work. See you all next time. Cheers, bye bye. I had to get that one in quick before the end of the run. And there it is, 1 hour. 1 hour done, 10 kilometres done. We can stop that. Hit the red button. Oh yes, forgot that Heather's stopping as well, because it's a timed event. It's quite good because you all start and finish together, no matter what you've been doing, really. So it's nice. There it is. There's the run, 1 hour done, 10k done. Round around the roundabout like a teddy bear. Go get your patch badges, sew them on your jackets and bags and hats. Thank you very much for Oh, well done to everyone in the run tonight. Thank you very much for joining the Zwift Run channel and all your comments. Lee, Fionn, Heather, Tina. Good to see you guys. Always makes it pass a lot quicker. Anthony Anderson was there as well. Yoko, cheers for popping in. Anyone else who was watching? I will be back again, definitely on Monday lunchtime for the MHG run. Hit that notification bell to find out when we are going live. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Marcus and Sarah Jacobson, Marcus Holmes and Sarah Jacobson are running the Paris Marathon training at 6 PM. It's the long run, it's 90 minutes. I may or may not be there. I have family staying, so it will be naughty of me to disappear for 2 hours. And I am going out for a long run, hopefully in the morning if it's not raining. So, once again, stay safe, take care everyone, have a good evening. From me and Scotty the Squirrel, go sew on your patch badges, have a good dinner, enjoy your shower, sleep well. Bye bye, cheers everyone, see you later, bye. See you all next time, cheers, bye bye.